Take it all so
Welcome to the Soundcheck. So, Unto the Lion there. Each band that you hear tonight is in the order they are because they received votes from listeners like you. The bands get put in order by the votes they receive. Unto the Lion, the overwhelming winner. Wow, what do you say about that? First of all, amazing tune. Great mixture of genre. Good melodies. Very interesting guitar riff. So obvious, there's a reason why their fans got involved. Unto the Lion. I would damn sure wear the shirt. Very, very good tune. So you want to get involved in putting the bands in order. It's very easy. You just text on the Soundcheck line 424-666-7356. So anyway, yeah, so those guys just killed it in the listener vote. And then also what's going to happen is I'm going to pick my favorite band of the show, and then you're going to have your chance to pick your favorite band, and we'll talk about them on the next show, the listener's choice. So, this is Soundcheck. My name is Moose, coming to you from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, drinking out of the Almighty Fuzzy's Tacos cup, here in the Moose Pit Studios. Hope you enjoy the show. This is Soundcheck. What we do is we listen to music, tell you what we think. Then you have the chance to text in and say, Moose, you're out of your damn mind, or if you're in a band, you get to listen to what somebody outside of your inner circle thinks about your band, which is kind of important because, trust me, because I know your girlfriend thinks that you rule, but that doesn't always mean that you rule. So this is Soundcheck. This is the way we get it done. This is where you find out not just what I think, but what other people think. That's why you want to get your music in here, so you can get an idea what's going on. Cross Product coming up next with Manic Distractions on
Get Loose with the Moose.
It's the Soundcheck Moose here with you from the Moose Pit Studios in Oklahoma City. So cross product there. So, by the way, these songs I've never heard them before. So when you're getting a review from me, it's straight up. I call it a micro review because it's right on the spot. I kept waiting for the vocal to come in, and so there wasn't one instrumental piece there. So I get, a lot of instrumental bands are about mood, and there's a lot of talent going on there. The bass tone just killed me. I thought it was horrendous. And it was really muddy production wise. So here's the deal about that. I think that that's probably, and obviously tons of talent going on there, but I think that when you're doing music like that, you've got to be really picky about production and how your story is told, because that makes a big difference. Think about it. If it's Christopher Walken telling your story or, Ellen DeGeneres, you've got two different feels going on there. So I don't think that you had the right storyteller based on your production. I'd like to hear that produced a different way. It was a little, the bass tone was a little slappy and it was really a dirty mix. I like what you have going on there. I think I would wear the shirt, but I think that as somebody who reviews music, and I understand that, nobody has $1 billion budget to go in the studio, yada, 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 but produce differently, I would really, really appreciate that. So I think you got a good thing going, cross product. Send me a shirt. I would definitely wear it. But I would suggest going a different route in the studio. Just throwing that out there. So coming up next on the sound check here, we got a band called Desecrated Sphere, which is somebody who's obviously angry with some sort of a ball, and they are going to desecrate it. Wow, listen to this. Inquisito Hereteke Pervertus Sanctum Officium. I think that's the name of the song. Jesus. You get longest, most confusing song title award for the night. Yeah, so listen, man, if you're loving the show, make sure and text in your favorite band. The text line's open 24/7. 424-666-7356. Let us know who your favorite band was. I'm going to let you know who mine is at the end of the show. So coming up right now, Desecrated Sphere with an incredibly long song title that I'm not going to try and say again because I didn't say it right the first time. But it's me. I'm the Moose. That's how things work. On the Moose's Soundcheck, it's Desecrated Sphere.
Show your rack, Cheetos, and rubber chickens. Bronx, New York.
All right, this is the Moose's Soundcheck. I'm Moose, hanging out with you here from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, in the Moose Pit Studios. So, Desecrated Sphere. I mean, both bands that have kicked this show off, a lot of cynic worship going on, which is, it's cynic. So, what do you got to say? Amazing musicianship, but the thing for that song that didn't work for me is once you got over the fact that it was technically proficient and proggish and all of those things, it kicked into what I consider just boring. It just kind of got boring. So it's one of those kind of deals where I listen to a band like that and I go, man, there's so much talent, and they chose to go down this cookie cutter death metal road when they're not, playing wicked prog riffs. So I don't know, man. It was okay. The guitar tone wasn't my favorite. The pinch harmonics were so weak to me. And that, once again, that slap bass tone, like Infectious Grooves, Robert Trujillo, early days kind of stuff. It was all right. Little too much. I don't know. It's kind of like a kindergartner doing like geometry or something. It's amazing, but when they get done with their geometry, they're eating paste. So that's kind of what it was to me. It was like, wow, that's really incredible. Oh, look, that's kind of gross and boring. Okay, so yeah, Soundcheck. If you like them, make sure and text in, let us know. You can also always email us as well, moose@themetalmoose.com, and I answer all emails and texts. So I'm a pretty personable guy. I don't have any kind of a DJ ego kind of thing. That's stupidity in my book. Anyway, so coming up next is a band called Dynahead, which maybe they're into dinosaurs, maybe they're into head. One of the two. They're dynamic about either of them or both. Dinosaur head. I don't know. I don't have any idea where to go with this one, but we're going to listen to it. We're going to tell you what we think on the Soundcheck. And by the way, make sure and find us on SoundCloud, on YouTube, on Spreaker, on Pinterest, on Facebook, Twitter, all the social media places you can find us. Trust me, we're there. We're waiting for you to get involved. We just broke our 1,000th listener, so it's Dynahead on the Soundcheck. Check it out right now.
The Moose, Bronx, Texas.
Nights to twilight, speed.
Dynahead, man, very, very epic. Lots of stuff going on there. Very, I love the sitar break. That was nice. A lot of good soundscapes going on there. Really, it kept my interest, which is, that's not really my kind of music, to be honest with you. I was really worried in the beginning because I thought, we'll see if it can keep my attention, but the music was well written. I think there were some good turns, production really nice, vocal performance really good, harmonies nice. I would wear the shirt. Like I said, that's not really my genre of metal, but I'm interested to go maybe listen to a couple other songs because it sounded like there was a story going on there. See if it's a concept kind of a deal. What I really like about it was that it took me to another place, which I think really good music does. It takes you to a different place, and you can kind of travel with it. So I liked that about it. Not, like I said, not really my cup of tea, but really damn good. I don't really have anything bad to say about that. I just, it would take some more, studying the band and getting to know it. It was not bad. It's worth another listen. I'll give it that. Excuse me. So yeah, man, this next one, Embodiment. I'm going to go with straight up just death growl horror with Embodiment. The song is called Somnus. So yeah, I'm going to go with death metal on Embodiment. I'm just throwing that out there. If you listen to the show much, I've got a couple things that I say about bands, and they're either a bar band or they're not a bar band, or I'll wear their shirt or I won't wear their shirt. And then I love to try to figure out what the hell a band sounds like based on their name, because I think you have to live up to your name. And sometimes people get a little fancy with their names. And then sometimes people like lowball their name, like the Winged Seahorses. Those guys were really good, and I thought this is going to suck because it's a stupid name, but it was a great band. So Embodiment, I'm just guessing Death Grind. I'm just throwing that out there. I could usually, and like I said, if you listen to the song, you know this, usually I'm wrong on that. Usually I try to guess what they sound like, and I'm totally wrong, but that's part of the fun of the show. And you get to call in and let us know your opinion. And you don't really call in. You just text. And the number is 424-666-7356. I know you're listening because I see the stats. I see where you're listening from. But I'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think about the show. Let us know what you think about the bands. And, have a good time with it. And this is the way you find new music. Listen to Soundcheck, because you can see a band and maybe watch a video on, YouTube, or see them on Facebook or whatever. But here you're going to get a full review of the song, and I'm really going to tell you from an outside perspective, because I don't know these bands. I don't owe these bands anything. So I'm doing this because bands always ask when they send their music in, "Hey man, what'd you think?" So now I'm telling you what I think, and you get to be along for the ride. We listen to them together. I give my opinion. You either agree with me or you don't. And either way, that's fine. You're here listening. So I like that. And we're both naked. So Embodiment now.
You've just joined the Moose Crew. just joined the Moose Crew.
It's Embodiment on Soundcheck. It's Moose hanging out with you here in the Moose Pit Studios in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. So I think that was a really, really good example of a way to make your music interesting and proggy and technical, and also make it brutal to where it's not overly technical. Because one of the dangers about being technical is that you lose a lot of people. They're like, I don't even know what's going on right now. I think that's, Dillinger Escape Plan isn't a huge band because the people are just scared of their damn music. It's too much. So you got to be careful about doing that. And then also on the extreme end of things, you also lose a lot of people too. So mixing them together is like a dangerous combination, and you've got to be really good to be able to pull it off on both ends. And I think that Embodiment did a good job of that. The brutal side of it, I've heard it a trillion times, and I don't know, it was a good balance of brutality and technical ability at the same time. So I'm a fan. I would wear that shirt for sure. So Embodiment, good, man. I like it. The production also was nice. So, that is a band that I might go back and listen to again. If you listen to the show, you know that is a compliment, because I usually don't go back and listen to the bands. I play their song. I want to get their music out there for people. I would totally support them if they came in concert. I'd try to get people to go, but, as many bands as I get, it's almost impossible to listen to all of them. So, so if I say I might take the time to go back and listen to more of them, that's a pretty big deal. So I might go back and listen to more. I don't know if it was like earth shattering to me, but it was a really good, clean example of how to do both of those genres at the same time without, scaring the hell out of somebody. And listen, that's going to be too much for some people and not enough for other people. So you can't really win on that one, but I applaud you at pulling off both of those nicely without sounding, not everybody can be Nile or Cynic or Dream Theater. You know what I mean? So good job at that. I liked it. So next is a band called Empires of Eden, with a song called Dodal, with a song called Moose is an Idiot. I'm sorry. Total Devastation, Empires of Eden. So, man, we're going to check it out, and we're waiting on you to text us and let us know what your favorite band is on the show tonight. And, which I don't know when or where you're hearing this. We're on over 50 radio stations from Dallas, Texas to Florida to the UK to France. We're all over Boston Rocks Radio. We're on all over the place. So I don't know where you're hearing it or when you're hearing it, but we want you to text anyway. And let us know where you're hearing it and what you think of all the bands. It's Empires of Eden on Soundcheck.
The Moose rocks Chicago.
Civilization predicted the end of the world. I'm Al.
And I'm Mike.
From Infrared. And you're listening to
The Moose.
All right, so Empires of Eden. So, I mean, what more can you say about that? Very traditional, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden influence, power-esque metal, about, Armageddon and the Mayans, how they, predicted the end of the world, yada, yada, yada. That was a very heavy metal. I liked it. That was leather and spikes, and the vocal performance was stunning. Guitar work, beautiful, overly produced in my opinion, a little slick for me, but damn good. I would wear that shirt. That was pretty cool. That's kind of a traditionalist kind of a deal. It's one of those deals where I think, you'll hear a dad say, your music these days is all crap. That's one of those bands that you could take back and play to your dad who was into Priest and Maiden, and he would go, "Now that's what I'm talking about, son, right there. That's not that Slipknot crap." So it's good traditional metal, very powerful. Guys are obviously into it. Guitar licks were disgustingly good. So yeah, man, I like it. I think that's a good deal to have out there. That underlying traditional sound is always good. So this next band is one of those bands that I love that likes to use the letter V in place of the letter U. So it's Inner Sanctivum, which normally, sounds like something very satanic or devilish, and the song is called Waking the Dead. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I just said walking. I can't talk anymore. So Waking the Dead from Inner Sanctivum, which I don't know. Maybe that's a European deal where V is really U. Now I get the whole V being a W in Sweden, yada, 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 but Inner Sanctivum. So anyway, we're going to check it out. I'm guessing it's going to be blackish death, maybe straight death, but something to do with the devil. I'm going with that. So I've been wrong so far on this show once. It's kind of a thing that I'm doing lately, is being wrong about what the hell bands sound like. But we try to keep it somewhat entertaining. We'd love to hear from you. 424-666-7356. You can just text in your opinion. I text you back. And then whoever gets the most good opinions will be the listener's pick of the week, So, yeah, even though we do this twice a week. So there's 2 listeners' picks, listener's choice, whatever you want to call it, of the week. Inner Sanctivum.
The Moose rocks Canada.
Sharing the knowledge of the secret darkness.
like the night. How soon will be no place on earth to hide, to know and to act are one and the same. But understand that to know is rich and first. Right, it's spider, devil riders, latent forces, shadows from the other side. The control, centuries, darkness, evil power, the dawn of glory, sharing the knowledge of the secrets unleashed.
The Moose rocks New York.
Well, that V sure did make the difference, didn't it? Inner Sanctivum on the Soundcheck. So here's the deal. It was really ugly. It was grotesque. The guitar, I love the harmonics were thick. The guitar sound was nice. The riffing was good. Bass heavy, thumping, ugly vocal, just rah, rah, rah. It was okay, but there's nothing that really made me want to go back and listen to it again, or nothing that I could say to somebody, man, Inner Sanctum band, they've really got that one thing that, no, not really. So Inner Sanctum, okay, man, you know, I don't know. I might wear the shirt. It was okay. It was just very standard, very, I could see that in a bar and go, okay, those guys were all right, you know, but I didn't see it in a bar and went, oh my God, those guys need to be on the road. You know, they need to be, metal megastars. No, not really. So yeah, the Inner Sanctum, is just okay to me. So yeah, this is Soundcheck. Coming up next, we get a band called Living Garden, which to me, this doesn't sound like metal at all. It sounds like a pop band, Living Garden, or maybe the name of a magazine where you find out how to do better gardening. So I'm not really sure if the music is about gardening and tomatoes or how to grow squash. I'm not sure really, but you know, it's not always in a name, but sometimes your name it doesn't sound metal to me. And I'm already saying to myself, how can I wear a shirt that says Live and Garden? Yeah, I feel like there should be a picture of like Martha Stewart on it, right? So, better gardening in the Hamptons. So I don't know. Anyway, we're going to listen to it. We're going to tell you what we think, and we're keeping our fingers crossed here that this is something worth listening to. Again, Live and Garden on the Soundcheck with Moose, coming to you from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Moose at themetalmoose.com. Find us on Facebook and Twitter, and join in on the fun, because we're going to be doing this twice a week. Every week we're bringing you a bunch of bands. We're having a good time doing it. So Live and Garden on Soundcheck.
Get loose with the moose.
All right, so Better Gardening in the Hamptons, they're with Living Garden. So let's talk about the great things about this. I mean, the guitar tone, wicked. Guitar solo, very well played. I like the fact that they had the clean break before the end of the tune with the vocal harmonies and the clean guitar, and those are some really nice things. I like the groove factor. It had a good, fun lick to it, jump around air guitar to it. But I really struggled with the vocals. It sounded forced. It sounded overly influenced by like Scott Stapp. That just doesn't. It sounded constipated and forced and pushed and not natural to me. Which, I mean, listen, Scott Stapp, I know his name for a reason. A lot of people like that whole angry pushing vocal deal. So I think that there's some definite potential there. I don't know that I would wear the shirt. I'm not against it. There were a lot of good things going on there. I think that some work in the vocal department to relax a little bit. It just sounded so strained and it was a little tough for me to get into, and I think that you can do it, especially in that last little interlude with the clean thing, the harmonies and all this stuff. I think it's a possibility. So that would be my suggestion, is maybe work on the vocal performance and harmonies a little bit, and you got something going there, because you really have tapped into what a lot of people are into. So you've got a good future, and it's just my idea, because maybe I'm wrong. Because maybe there's a bunch of people out there who are huge fans of the vocalist of Living Garden, and maybe I'm just out of my mind. But for me, it just sounded a little too pushed. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. So, of course, you listening, you could have a totally different opinion. I would love to hear it. Just make sure and text us on the text line at 424-666-7356. Coming up next, a band called Obscene, which I think there are 450 Obscene, so I don't know if I tagged the right one or not, but The Convolution Day. It's an unreleased track, so we're going to play it here on the Soundcheck, and we're going to tell you what we think, and maybe we'll tag the right band, and they'll say, hey, thanks, or they'll say, hey, piss off, buddy. You're in Oklahoma City. We don't care. So, that could happen, but I do have my own studio, my own radio show, syndicated all over the place. So got my own little thing going on here. Got my Fuzzy's Taco Cup and my vape, and I'm good, man. I'm just maxing in my studio. So you can hate me if you want, but don't hate me because I'm beautiful, because it's wrong. And you like tacos too. There's just no way around it. We all love the Fuzzy's Taco. Obscene on the Soundcheck with the Moose right here. Let's get it on.
Loose with the Moose.
expression of its own citizenry.
Flames of wrath, fire from the sky. Like the one punishment. Flags and war. Trying to eradicate the silver from here. Absurd.
Well, I want to say thanks to everybody that's listening right now from around the world. I appreciate you being here. Listen, my name is Moose. This is Soundcheck. Some of you might know me from the Metal Moose radio show. We've been doing the Soundcheck now for like 8 weeks. We've kind of changed up the format now where I used to never talk about the music at all. And just tried to be an idiot and talk about tacos and Cheetos and bacon, which I still love all those things. Actually, preferably together. If you could have a taco with bacon and Cheetos in it, would be really good. So anyway, so Obscene there. The Alice in Chains-esque opening was interesting. And then it went into a standard heavy bludgeoning kind of a track, which normally kind of bores me. But I liked it. It kept my attention. The guitar tone, not my favorite. The vocal style was pretty cool. I loved the one break in the song. Dun, duh. I liked that as well. It's one of those kind of things where I would need to listen to the record. Based on that song, I would probably wear the t-shirt. So if you guys want to send me out a t-shirt, that'd be great. I want to say thanks to all the bands that have sent in t-shirts. I've got quite a few, and I know I promised you guys that I'll take pictures with them and all that stuff, and I promise that I will. So we'll get there eventually. But so Obscene, yeah, that was pretty cool. I can see that not only being something that I listen to and enjoy, but that other people would enjoy, because it didn't really cross the boundary into death metal or to hardcore. The little opening was very, heavy radio rock-esque. So yeah, man, that was pretty cool. I'm into that. I would wear the shirt. So coming up next is a band called Reason Defined. This is one of those bands that I think has to live up to their name, because that name is so like, it's calculating infinity-esque. Reason Defined with a Kingdom, I think, is the name of the tune. But I like the name, so we'll see what happens with the tune. So Reason Defined, I'm going to go with moderate hard rock with some melody thrown in there is what I'm guessing. But I love the name, and I guess apparently this is their single, so we're going to check it out and see what we think about it on the Soundcheck. Love to hear what you're thinking just about the show, just about Moose. You sound like a sexy bastard. It's true. It is. So you can just text in and let me know that if you want to. So between now and then, we're going to listen to some music and the new single, Kingdom, from Reason Defined, right here on the Soundcheck. And then something silly is about to happen, I think, from Poker Face. Yep.
This is Xandricher from Poker Face, and you're listening to The Moose.
Shield your weakness when you shoot me down. Am I level with a dead man? 6 feet under, and you can't hear a sound.
the Moose.
All right, so reason to find. So here's the deal with that. Everybody that listens to this show or has listened to the Metal Moose Radio Show for any amount of time knows that I am a sucker for female-fronted bands, and I think that it's one of my big passions. I think female-fronted bands are awesome, and I've got a big deal with them. But at the same time, if you know that about me, you know that I'm also very touchy about that because I'm not a fan of chicks showing their boobs to be popular, and I'm not saying that about Reason to Find because I've never even seen them. So anyway, it's I straddle the line. Here's my opinion. I would wear the shirt. I like what you have going, but you guys are missing an element. I don't know what it is. The vocal harmony is really good. Guitar licks are really good. I think what you guys are missing is a really good bridge, a really powerful key change for the chorus maybe. You're really close to being on the verge of like busting out big, and you could bust out big anyway. I could be totally wrong, but I think that you guys are missing just one element, and I'm not 100% sure, but throw that key change in there, maybe a heavy harmony in the bridge or something like that. Or maybe if you're the guitar player, you really need to break out some licks and show some talent outside of the female vocal. I like what's going on a lot. I think that just with a little bit of direction, I think you guys would have a disgusting amount of success on your hands. So I mean, I really liked it. So you're just like right there, and that is like a tough place to be because. And that's just me, of course, like I said, but I try to give an opinion outside of the circle. I'm not your family. I'm not your friends. I'm not any of those people. I'm just a guy who listens to a bunch of music and knows really good when I hear it. And you guys are really good. So you're almost there, man. Just like I said, just think about a couple little different ways to do something, like I said, that, really kicks that song into high gear. This next tune is something that we've all had in our lives at one time or another, like that one time when she asked you if you'd be interested in oiling up a bowling pin and you said no. And to this day, you regret it. And you should, because that could have been a damn good time. This is a band called Reason to Regret with the song called Lost, which is really funny because I just started watching the TV series Lost, and I don't know, I'm 10 years behind, and I like it a lot. So anyway, not that was needed at all, but I'm throwing that out there. Reason to Regret with Lost on the Soundcheck from the Moose Pit Studios in Oklahoma City right now.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most interesting tunes I've heard on the show tonight. Really, really well put together, puzzled together nicely. Love the samples. I love the breaks. I love vocal melodies were really good. And I like the different vocal styles as well. Kind of an Atreyu feel to it. So like, I don't really have any complaints about that. It was really, really damn good. The one and only thing though, as if I were producing you guys, whenever you guys do your harmonies, I would pull the music down in the mix just a little bit because your vocal melodies are so good. They're so strong, but they're just a little buried in the music. If I saw that band in a bar, I would be like, oh, Jesus, these guys are really good. They should be doing more. Anyway, really good. I would totally wear the shirt. I liked it, man. That was right now the most interesting tune I've heard so far. Really, really impressive. So kudos to you guys. I think that was awesome. I'd like to hear a whole record because there was a whole lot of stuff going on there. And I'm curious if you keep that intensity up for a full album. So yeah, that's another one that I would go back and listen to, which once again, that's a total compliment because I ain't got time to be listening to all this music. So anyway, man, coming up next, we get a band called Sacred Oath and a tune called Meet Your Maker. Sacred Oath, once again, sounds like one of those devilish kind of bands. And the last devil kind of band just really didn't do much. It's either devil music or it's Sacred Oath is also very Viking and power metal-y. So it could be a lot of high vocals and, Iron Maiden tempo kind of hammer fallish kind of thing. I don't know. So it could be Quaker metal for all I know. So anyway, we're going to check it out on the Soundcheck. Once again, my name is Moose, and you're welcome because this is what I do. Hope you're digging it. Sacred Oath on Soundcheck.
Hi, I'm Al.
And I'm Mike.
From Infrared. And you're listening to
The Moose.
Sacred Oath, man. So, wow, great song. I mean, the only thing that I could possibly say about this, I think that the guys in Sacred Oath should probably listen to some Iron Maiden. I think that they would really enjoy it. I just throwing that out there. Really good, man. It was, originally I thought, okay, so it's a variance of the Trooper. You got the whole gallop thing. You got the, really closely related riff. And sometimes that's a bad thing, but sometimes that's a great thing. Look at, Hatebreed and Slayer. They've been, redoing, Sabbath variations for a lot of years and they're pretty amazing. So, anyway, yeah, so I would totally wear a Sacred Oath shirt. That was cool. It was also had a, late 80s, early 90s metal kind of a feel to it. Not glam per se, but just kind of an older school kind of a deal. And I liked that. Of course, I'm old, so, I mean, maybe that's the younger kids are like, that was totally stupid, man. I didn't hear any, 8-string drop gent chords in there. But I liked it. I thought the vocal harmonies were really good production. It was a throwback to the old school, so I liked it, man. Sacred Oath, send that shirt. I will wear the hell out of it. So, yeah. So I'm a fan. Sacred Oath. I'm in. And I know, and maybe it's a bad thing, but I know some people that are, not 19 who are going to like that. So, maybe if you're shooting for the 19-year-old crowd, that's not going to work out well for you. But if you're into some more traditional metaler guys and ladies, so going to do well. Next band is called Terminal Prospect. So what do you think about the band so far? Make sure and let us know on the Soundcheck text line. Texting in, it's awesome. It's this new thing with these cool smartphones. 424-666-7356. Text in, let us know what you think so we can have a listener's choice. And then I'm going to tell you my favorite band of the show. So what I think I've had 6 or 7 now. I think this is our 8th show. I don't know. We're going to, then sometime eventually we'll do like a, listener's choice versus my choice show. And we'll see if people want to get involved and vote and have fun with that. So I want to thank all the people out there listening. Once again, the people that support the show, the Metalhead Box and Blackcraft Cult and, the Musicians Rock Network and Dana Jade and War Metal Sweden and Dr. Satan. Just a lot of people out there. Teresa Bond, we appreciate you. Terminal Prospect right now on Soundcheck.
Get loose with the moose.
We're
Fire on Metal Moose Radio. Shred on!
All right, so Terminal Prospect. So, I mean, the very, very first thing that came to my mind was this sounds like an At the Gates kind of a demo kind of a deal. Just, and I only say demo because the production was not quite At the Gates-esque. But man, so let me just tell you right now that the fact that I say At the Gates related to you is a total compliment. I've always wondered why there's not more bands influenced or doing the whole Slaughter of the Soul kind of sound. I guess maybe, the Haunted, of course, carried that on a little bit on, Made Me Do It and so forth. But I really liked it. I'm not a real big fan of the female vocal in the song. It just was out of place to me. It didn't fit well, but I really liked the riff. I like the riffing. I like the song structure. I love the vocal. Very At the Gates. I would wear the shirt. The female vocal, just was, it was not a powerful female vocal. And I don't know if it was supposed to have a haunting feel or how that was supposed to work, but it didn't jive with me very much. But overall, really good tune. I'd like to hear more of what you have going on there. So I might go back and listen to some more of that. Terminal's Prospect, pretty good, man. The riff won me immediately. So, and then, like I said, just using the term At the Gates ought to be a big deal to you. I know somebody, compared my band to At the Gates. I'd be like, you're damn right. Yeah. Except for I'm not in a band anymore, so that's not going to happen. So this next band is, they're called the Contradictions, which makes me think punk rock, which is cool because we like punk rock. We like industrial rock. We like just rock, glam rock, sleaze rock, southern rock. We like it all here. I know that a lot of people think that this show is all death metal all the time, and that's just not true. So I'm thinking with a name like the Contradictions, that could even be like a ska band. So, so I'm ready to hear this one. I'm kind of excited. So, sometimes there's some really good punk rock. Sometimes there's some really bad punk rock. And sometimes really bad punk rock is really good punk rock. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, the Contradictions with a song called She Is. It just sounds like a pop punk kind of name and a pop punk kind of title. I'm feeling pop punk is what I'm feeling though. So anyway, we're going to check it out here on the sound check. We're going to tell you what we think. I'd love to know what you think. I think I've said that about 47 times on this show. So that's your key to text 424-666-7356. This is the Moose. This is Soundcheck coming to you from Oklahoma City, the Contradictions.
The Moose rocks Florida.
right, so this is one of those things, price you pay for not listening to the music before the show is you don't have any idea what's happening. So I was completely wrong. Once again, Contradictions, not anything close to pop punk. That was more Pelican or Ocean-esque, maybe Animals as Leaders, kind of instrumental kind of stuff, which is a great thing, but also at the same time, your worst enemy ever, in my opinion, because you're dealing with such amazing talent and people that have laid a foundation of just impossible to reach goals. But I liked it. I would listen to it. I would be interested to hear more because to me, the deal with bands like that, and don't get me wrong, Ocean and Pelican are very good at it, and even Animals as Leaders. Can you make a whole product that's interesting? Because sometimes when you make a record like that, it kind of gets boring. You're just to the point you're like, okay, I get it. You can play your instrument. I got, so it's one of those things I might check into a little bit more. As a song by itself, really interesting, good product, nicely played. No doubt that you're dealing with some talent there. It didn't leave too many holes. It didn't leave too many weak spaces. I liked what was going on. So I dig it. I would wear the shirt, but I'm interested to hear more because to me, the real measuring stick of a band like that is, like I said, can you make an entire product that is that good? So, we'll have to see. But send me a shirt. I would definitely wear it. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. And I'm a big instrumental junkie. If you guys have never heard of Machine in the Mountain, out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, great band to listen to if you're into the whole instrumental kind of thing. And then Second to the Sun from Russia, also extremely good. And like I mentioned before, Pelican and The Ocean, awesome. So this next band is called Abandoned Elysium, and the song is called My Savior. The name, you got to live up to that, man. You can't just be going around telling people the name of your band is Abandoned Elysium without being pretty badass, because that's a pretty cool name. So it's one of those bands that I'm going to guess kind of melodic death in the, kind of, I don't know, maybe Arch Enemy realm, something like that. I don't know. We'll have to see. So, but I'm excited. I dig doing this, man. Listening to songs and sharing my opinion about it. It's something I really like doing. It's a great break from doing the Moose show, man. Cause it was just, that was a show where I didn't give my opinion very often. I just talked about stupidity and I'm still really stupid, but that's part of who I am and what I do. But, this is fun for me, and I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Once again, thanks for listening wherever you are, whatever time it is. And, thank God it's a podcast, so you can listen whenever you want. Make sure and go to the website at www.themetalmoose.com. That's where you can find the show and links to YouTube and iTunes and all that stuff as well. So it's a blast what we do here, and we're having a blast with you right now. And I'm still naked. Abandoned Elysium on the Soundcheck right now.
is Alexandra Lady Owl from Poker Face, and you're listening to The Moose.
All right, so Abandoned Elysium. So yeah, like I was really kind of and the last like 3 minutes of the tune to me were the best part of the song, and shows what you can do as a band, good musicianship. It wasn't just brutality for the sake of brutality. I was kind of, but I would wear the shirt. I like what's going on there. I'm telling you that the last 3 minutes of it saved it, because the rest of it, I was a little just kind of bored with I don't know. It was stale. It was repetitive. It was kind of not interesting. The last, like I said, the outro, the last 3 minutes or so, really showed me that you can do more than you did in the first 3/4 of the song. I like it. I think you guys should really try to mix it up a little bit more. Maybe put more of that feeling that's at the end of the song within the song, because, like I said, the majority of the tune was a little not my favorite thing in the world. But the end of the tune was great. So listen, guys, I'm kind of out of time. I'm going to play you guys another song. I'm not going to give an opinion on it because I ran out of time. So my name is Moose. This is Soundcheck. You can find the show at www.themetalmoose.com. Make sure, seriously, you can text 24 hours a day, because I know a lot of people are listening from other countries and other time zones and all that stuff. The text line is always open. It's not my personal number. It's a business number, so you're not going to wake me up out of bed. Make sure and text 424-666-7356. Let us know who your favorite band was. And also, let us know what you think about the show, where you're listening from, how you listen on YouTube or wherever you listen from, iTunes. We'd like to know those things just so we can give you a shout out on the show. I say that every show. I'm going to say it again. You wake up, you kick ass, you be kind, you repeat. You do what you can to support each other. Your smile could change somebody's day. It really can. And that could change the world, man. That's a big deal. You hold a lot of power in your hands just by being cool to somebody. So we try to say that all the time, because we're about supporting each other and being cool to people. So anyway, man, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. This last band is a band called Within Shadows. I don't have an opinion because I don't have time to give an opinion. But what I like to do in situations like this is let you, the listener, give your opinion on the band. And then on the next show, we will announce the listener's choice from this show, which the listeners voted that Unto the Lions be the first band to be played. And so that's how that works. You guys have a lot of power over this show, man. It kind of goes how you want it to go. I get my choice, you get yours. It's it's a lot of fun. It's kind of like a TV dinner. I would like the macaroni and cheese, and then you can have the mashed potatoes, whatever. Within Shadows on Soundcheck. This is the Moose. You guys have a great one. We'll see you next time right here on Soundcheck.
Hi, I'm Al.
And I'm Mike
From Infrared. And you're listening to
the Moose. pushing me closer to the edge. Enough is enough. Reserved by the authors, their labels, or authorized representatives that permitted their material to be used. The Metal Moose holds no rights to any music played on the show. Go to themetalmoose.com to submit your music to be heard on the show. Metal Moose accepts donations of money, Cheetos, bacon, and naked pictures. Thank you for tuning in and subscribe on iTunes. Rock out while you rack out, and consider yourself moosed.